my name is Daxton McFarlane, and today I'll be interviewing my friend Alexis Rutledge, who over the summer was in a terrible, terrible car accident. And so we're going to talk about how her recovery went and how the role social media played in her recovery. So, Alexis, I've seen the pictures. You should be dead.
Yeah.
Can you give us a quick rundown of exactly what happened in the accident?
Well, you know, everyone says, don't do drugs and drive. I am a great example of that. I actually wasn't there for my own car crash. Broke my hand, and I fractured 2 of the vertebrae in my neck, and was in front of a house in North Carolina, blacked out, came to in an ambulance, blacked out again because I wasn't supposed to be there for it. When I came to at the hospital, they said, we're going to put a halo brace on you, and you're about to look like Regina George from Mean Girls. And I was on enough morphine, I was like, you know what? Do it! Awesome! Let's party! And had a severe concussion. I could only speak in Californian slang. It was pretty dank, pretty loud.
Excellent. So what would you say is the most challenging part of recovery?
Learning how to drive again. I will be in a car and my whole body will freak out, but I'll be completely fine. I'm like, why am I shaking and sweating? Oh yeah, that thing that happened over summer. But I can't, the phrase look back at it means nothing to me now since I can't look over my shoulders anymore. So rap songs mean a little bit less to me.
Well, excellent. So what role did the social media play in your recovery?
Well, since I spent about 6 weeks at home just messed up on Oxycontin, it gave me a good way to reach out to the world and tell everybody why I wasn't going outside that day. I put out a YouTube video that has 13,000 hits, and lots of people with halo braces that are upset that they're not going to live their normal life have hit me up and said, like, how do you wash your hair? What do you do when people ask you questions? I don't like when people come up to me and say, I'm glad you're alive, when they don't really know who I am. Mm-hmm. And so it was pretty cool to reach out to people and to help people even after I got out of my halo brace. But it's also pretty interesting because I didn't know that halo braces were a fetish thing. That was pretty jarring, but hey, to each their own.
I can imagine, it's pretty tough. So you recently got cleared to go back to work from your physical therapist. Do you think that's kind of helped in just sort of improving your mental state? Because I know once you're injured, you can kind of get a little cabin fever from having to stay inside all day.
Everyone says that, but did you know that The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross has 31 seasons?
I did.
I've watched 28 of them, and let me tell you, he is a joy. It's Joy of Painting for a reason. I rewatched some of those episodes, and I was like, Bob, you magnificent beast, how are you doing this? So it's just nice to know that I still have 3 seasons to go back to. Yeah,
they just put one of the seasons on Netflix, so I think you'll be in for a treat.
Phenomenal.
Would you say that the experience has changed who you are at all?
I really wished that it would have. Just being in the halo brace made me know who I really was deep down to my soul. And that's just someone who likes to crack jokes and smoke a lot of weed. And I've probably become a little bit lazier because of this, and I wish this would have changed me for the better, but still the same piece of crap I've always been, which is kind of cool.
Some things change us, some things don't. How has your relationship with the people that you were in the accident been?
Oh, he's dead to me. It doesn't matter anymore. Never apologized to my mom. He can suck it. But his mom's super cool. Shout out to Denise for sending me postcards and whatnot. She's wonderful. Too bad her son's a piece of crap.
Excellent. Well, do you have any advice for people that may end up going through the same thing? I mean, God forbid, but if they happen to.
I would recommend to bedazzle your halo and to put things on it and whatnot. It's oodles of fun. If it's stuck on your body for a while, you might as well keep it there. But I will say, if you're gonna be in a halo brace, you gotta get used to talking with people and to being uncomfortable and not being able to sleep for a while. That's just a normal thing, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been really interesting to learn all about that, and especially, in modern times where you can reach out to so many people and, get different opinions and ideas and suggestions and all that. I think it's a great thing that we have. So that's going to be all for today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.